testers, or analysts as they're called, and one client. I looked at your financial report. You've grown, right? 4.6 million in revenue last year. And they even opened that downtown Chicago office to employ and train more people in the city itself. A little bit more of their background. I know a lot of you know them very well, but both of them use their own expertise to help in this endeavor. For instance, Brenda channeled her background in psychology and special education, and Moshe, and I think that you probably saw that black hole, right? Pretty good? Yeah. Background in physics and software to help them grow intellectually and professionally.
All right, so the theme for tonight, right? The theme is dreams grow here. There are tulips on the table. Someone told us spring was here. I'm biased, and I should believe you, but I'm wavering. My faith is wavering right now. But spring is coming. Aspiritech is rising and it's blooming. It is really blooming. So it is our honor to introduce the two C's to this organization, Brenda and Moshe Weitzberg.
Good evening, and thank you so much for that introduction. And this, I told Moshe as we were getting up, because this is how we do it. I said, I'm going to speak first, you go second. Because, I'll tell you why. Because this Aspiritech is not about us, but thank you very much. It really isn't. We could never have dreamed 11 years ago that Aspiritech would be what it is today and where it's going. We're now, this year it's 5.5 million, 120 staff, 90% on the spectrum. We're part of a global alliance that we head up of other companies. We're having our first international meeting in the fall in London. I mean, it's just amazing. And it's amazing. Dreams truly grow at Aspiritech. They truly do. And for all of you who know me and know my technical skills, you will know that I am not the reason that Aspiritech is so successful. But anyway, moving along the way, and remember we started 2008, 2009. Not a good time to start anything new. Not a good time. It was all of you, all our donors who really helped along the way. We had so many angels. You too are among our angels. And, you know, galas are about donations, right? You know why you're here. But I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't see any of you, and by the way, a quarter of our staff is here too. Everyone was invited. Can we give them a round of applause? And I neglected to thank, I don't want to repeat what Esther said, but we had the most amazing committee. One of our most recent angels is Jay Farrell, and his daughter Casey, and her new beau, her husband Dennis. Please stand up. Please. Amazing. Amazing board, amazing staff, amazing. So galas, once again, are about donations, but I'm going to tell you the secret. I don't see you as donors. I truly see you as impact investors. It's a big buzzword. And investors, right, we like to get a good ROI, return on our investments, correct? Yeah. Well, rest assured, when you invest in Aspiritech, the return is immeasurable. You are changing lives. You are truly growing dreams. Your gifts are transformational. You're expanding opportunities. Our staff are learning not only new technical skills and professions, but also all those critical soft skills. It's often not the technical skills that keep you at a job, right? It's how you talk around the water cooler, how you interpret directions, how organized you are. That helps you maintain a job. Our staff learn to manage stress and deadlines. I mean, a workplace is like any workplace. You know, there are good things and there are bad things. And managing those ups and downs, stressors, when your manager is not happy with you, they have to learn to ask for help. It's not an easy thing. How do you communicate with your co-managers, co-workers, your managers? How do you hone your skills and get promoted from within? Do you know that 85% of our leads and job coaches are on the spectrum themselves? They were promoted from within. Transforming lives, we see friendships growing, there are even some romances. We see people living independently. 3 guys just found a townhouse down the street, and they were able to move out of home. People getting licenses. But you know what's great about Aspiritech? You're not only transforming lives at Aspiritech, you have helped to start a social movement. We were the first such company in North America to talk about adults with autism, to talk about strengths. Now there's a budding neurodiversity movement. And neurodiversity in high tech is a huge topic in the news. There are autism at work programs in all the major corporations. How many of you have seen it in the news? Wall Street Journal reports. There's a growing number of companies like us, and we have helped many of them get started because our mission is much greater than just Aspiritech. And as I said before, we help create a global alliance, NeuroWorks, that is helping to accelerate the employment of people with autism in STEM fields. But unfortunately, hundreds still remain waitlisted, just at Aspiritech. And equally important, there are many capable of doing our work, but they need more supports and coaching than we currently provide. We have found, and we believe, that a 1-to-8 ratio of analysts to supports, meaning job coaches, employment support specialists, social workers, is probably optimal. And every dollar raised tonight is going towards adding another job coach, if not 2, depending on how we do it. Every single dollar. So, I hope you will consider digging deeper into your pockets, a little deeper tonight. If that is impossible for you, that's okay. There are many other ways to help. There are annual reports. You might know someone who should know about Aspiritech. Give them the annual report. Bring them to visit. I promise you I will drop everything and take them on a tour. I promise. Also, do you know of possible job coaches? Is there someone you know who's technically brilliant, capable, maybe in a job where that's not very fulfilling, who has a huge heart, who wants to do something really meaningful, and shares our vision of a world that embraces neurodiversity by valuing talents, supporting challenges, and welcoming differences. If you know someone like that who wants to check it out, send them our way. So thank you for helping grow our dreams. But finally, I want to read a thank you note I got this week from a father of an analyst who just started in January. But this thank you is not only for us, the Weitzbergs and other managers, it's for all of you. And he writes, I want to extend my deepest and sincerest thank you for the opportunities that Aspiritech provides for people on the spectrum. The change in my son since he began there has been phenomenal. His confidence and self-esteem have increased exponentially. He now has a sense of purpose and direction that he has gained as a result of this job. I cannot begin to express my gratitude to Aspiritech. And I cannot begin to express my gratitude to you. So thank you for helping grow dreams.
Thank you for coming. Can you hear me? My voice is low.
Yes.
So I hope you can hear me. First of all, I'll start with the fact that it was a journey, especially working with my wife. 41 years. So I really want to talk about the early stages of Aspiritech, where autism was much less recognized. And I can talk hours about the first years and the struggle of Aspiritech. But I want to present two pictures, just two pictures. A picture, they say, worth 1,000 words. I will present you two pictures, each, by the way, worth 500. So our decision to perform this complex and critical work from our office as a not-for-profit was more than just a financial choice. No one tried this model before with people on the autism spectrum. We were the first. So there were two issues. One issue was with clients. And what we heard from clients was that people on the spectrum are unable and cannot be trusted with such a critical work. Today, companies cannot bring to the market a device or software that doesn't work properly. And we were told that we were crazy. It's impossible to trust people on the spectrum with this work. And also, we were told that not-for-profit is a charity. This is not a charity, it's a real work. And we heard it many times in the beginning. It wasn't easy. Then we needed foundation to give us the seed money. And we didn't get much because foundation looked at our books and they said, we are unsustainable. They suggested that we join larger organizations. Larger organizations told their people not to join our board of directors because we may compete on the same funds from state and federal resources, and it will be a conflict of interest. So we neither got support from the business community, nor from the foundation. But the most troubling stuff, when foundation did not give us money, the main reason was, or one of the main reasons, was because we were not inclusive. We were not inclusive. We got, excuse me for the word, a lot of shit about the fact that we were not inclusive. So I want to talk about the two things. So first of all, the first picture, we started with a company that does software for schools inside universities, such as law school, medical school, architectural school, art school, etc. The company was owned by Yale, University of Chicago, and WashU, and some private ventures. And we started to test, and it was very successful. While testing, our people started to give suggestions. So when you test a bug, you say, is it a high priority, is it critical, is it a low priority? So we also gave suggestions. I got a phone call from the CEO, and he asked me not to put suggestions. They don't want suggestions, they just want us to test. And they were happy. I told him, you know, people they feel ownership. They want to be part of it. It's color-coded. You see suggestion in blue, just skip it. I cannot tell my people not to give suggestions. Guess what? 2 weeks later, he calls me apologizing, and he said, our suggestions were great, and they added suggestion to their tracking tool. Now, the picture, and I'm sure Brian also remembers the company. The picture is me having the aha moment, we are doing the right thing. Because there were a few aha moments, but this was one of the first when I realized that we can give a lot of value to companies. This was very important for me, gave me the energy to continue in spite of the reluctance of the business community. Now I'm going to speak about inclusiveness. So we are not inclusive. We have, 110 analysts now, maybe 2 or 3 are not on the spectrum, like almost everyone is on the spectrum. Yes, we are not inclusive, but we communicate and present our own findings directly to the client. We participate in weekly or daily agile meetings. We interact and debating issues with some of the most sophisticated people in the country. We contribute to backboard and are part of decisions of which bugs need to be prioritized. And we suggest what and how to test new features. Now our analysts are being expected to be part of some of the decision-making process. And we, for almost all the clients, are becoming partners, not contractors. Absolutely, as they tell it to us. Clients, actually, in the beginning, I used to isolate the people and I would present the bugs. I wasn't sure how would be the interaction between the people on the spectrum and the client. I was very worried. Now the clients don't want me around. I'm not joking. They want to talk directly to the people who found the issue and they want to understand what happened. So this is the picture. This is the second picture. Our analysts present, discuss, suggest, and often educate clients. They interact with exceptionally brilliant and accomplished people and are being treated equally. So the people on the other side treat us equally. They don't treat us as autistic, and some don't even know that we are talking with autistic people. And what you see happening to the people is just unbelievable. So let me tell you, if anyone tells you that we are not inclusive, tells them that we are more inclusive than retail industry that blends people on the spectrum in the neurotypical environment without a proper support and exclusive training. We are more inclusive than others. Yes, that's what we are. If you only knew the shit we got about inclusiveness. The last picture, it doesn't even worth one word, it's my feeling. I feel like a parent who sees his child becoming independent and he's missing the old way, and now I feel unimportant. So, and that's all I have to say.
We are going to introduce our wonderful CTO, Ann Brownell. Ann is like manna from heaven. How you could find someone with more than 20 years QA experience and management experience and a PhD in psychology is manna from heaven. So here Here's Ann.
So, in 2011, I met Moshe, and pretty quickly, I was a major admirer of Moshe, with his strong accent, the odd phrases that he would use, his jovial laugh, and how highly he spoke of his analysts. Now, I'm his right-hand person. When he came to meet with the company that I was with, our dev team was quickly convinced and ready to work with Aspiritech. And as happens in corporate America, the company was acquired by another company, and we were not able to work with them. I still kept them in my back pocket. In 2016, I joined a software company, and I was asked to build a QA team from the ground up, and I said, no, I don't need to, I already have a team. And I called up Moshe. At that company, I worked with Nick Barbaras, here tonight, and Mia, and Ian, and Alicia, Andrew, Anthony, Alex, and others. And they all did great work. I went from being an admirer of Moshe to a fan of Aspiritech. A little over a year ago, I joined Aspiritech, and then I learned the ingredients of the secret sauce. The whole is much bigger than the sum of the parts. Now, I'm an evangelist. The management and the board, they live and they breathe the vision and the mission of Aspiritech. The support staff and the job coaches, they work with our leads and our analysts to provide whatever accommodations they need to reach their potential and to serve our clients. Most importantly, our analysts, they are the foundation of Aspiritech. They're a community. They work together and they work really hard. They are Aspiritech. I'm going to invite two of them up here. I'll introduce them. Jason and Rachael, you want to come up? Jason Lehmann joined Aspiritech in February of 2018. I remember him coming into my office in April, shortly after he started, to tell me about some defects that he was investigating. He went and he used developer tools so that he could tell the client not only the details of the defect, but why it was happening. Within a year, Jason became lead on that project. And that project has grown into multiple projects that he's leading. Rachael Brusic, joined Aspiritech in the summer of last year. And when she was still in the introductory QA training class, Rachael was asking what else she could learn. When she started working on a project, she asked what else she could do to help. There were evenings that Rachael stayed far beyond other analysts to help some of the job coaches. She learned how to write and execute code. She could read logs. She could break down and investigate the root cause of defects. And then, dear to my heart and my funny bone, Rachael built and maintains our QA joke board. So, Jason?
Hi, my name is Jason Lehmann. My preferred pronouns are he, him, his. Since starting at working in February, there you go, you guys cut me off a lot. I recently just finished 8825 Leadership Summit yesterday, which is a summit for people in Chicago with various kinds of disabilities, and a lot of their goals and procedures are parallel, have similar things for us at Aspiritech. Tuition for that workshop and the mentorship program and other things was founded by this program, and I'm very appreciative of that. For a lot of people that I work with, this is their first time at an office job. One where they are given an allowance of personal freedom and are trusted to work on many of the social skills that they just haven't been able to foster in other places. They are given a task that are allowed the personal agency to perform that work and figure out how they can pace themselves. When a project is slow, their job then is to find ways to stay busy learning and figure out how to avoid burning themselves out when there is work to do. Historically, whenever I was told just to do your best, I would spend a numerous amount of time prepping just to find that 100% vote of whatever I needed work. Guilt was there if I did not spend that best time in that headspace performing that goal. And I would either then just prolong everything else until I was in that best state. Here, I was able to figure out personally, how to keep a productive, growing balance and then how to avoid that burnout. As a first-time manager, one of the stronger tenets I'm trying to continue providing is to respect my team and provide clear outlets for them to build their current skill set. This then helps them stay curious about the projects they work on and outside of, and find ways to mix out that repetitive regression that we generally do. Our personal client that we work with is eager to recommend resources for interested team members and find ways for them to contribute beyond the initial scope of what we do. And that's how we got more projects. They were like, just, what else you got? We got, yeah. Oh, you can help out with that. Now this doesn't always work out, and sometimes onboarding and training people on new projects can take a little bit longer than expected. Learning how to learn can be messy, but contributions here will provide us flexibility to learn and have a casual agency, casual but eager agency to find solutions that go beyond our clients' expectations. It provides us time to approach how different people here learn and foster more unique individual ways for us to continue to mature in this as a career. So thank you.
For me, Aspiritech is more than just a job. It is a family. And every day, I feel very proud to be a part of it. There is a unique camaraderie about working at Aspiritech that I have not experienced at any other job. Growing up, I struggled because I had difficulty with executive functioning skills. But at Aspiritech, the patience of the staff and the methods of which assignments are structured and broken down make it so that I can rise to my full potential. Every day, we get to work on projects that not only challenge our abilities, but are also unique and rewarding and fulfilling. I have witnessed how all the other employees get along with each other, are patient with one another's neurological differences, and all come together to work as one cohesive team. The friends I've made here, I can connect with in ways that I've not been able to connect with other non-neurotypical people. I have been a recipient of the ACE Fund, and it has helped me to fund an individual therapist for my own personal issues. Programs like the ACE Fund have not only helped me to be a better employee, but they have helped me to be a better person. It improved my overall quality of life. But it doesn't just stop at the ACE Fund or the amazing work we do. It also has to do with the Stepping Up and Out program that we offer. People who struggle with social interactions and social connections can take a step outside of their comfort zone and become very social with other members because they feel accepted and not judged here. Here at Aspiritech, I consider all the employees my friends, my family, and together we can show the world that we are just as capable as anyone else. Thank you all for being here today.
Dinner will be served momentarily, so enjoy.